Okay, there were some disturbances in between, so again we'll start. So we're talking about the skeleton equation. We have talked about skeletal equation. So, and we have reached to the unbalanced chemical equation. So what is unbalanced chemical equation? So know that according to law of conservation of mass, mass would remain same. But if you see this chemical equation which we have discussed, the reaction of potassium permanganate hydrochloric acid, you will find that the mass on the reactant side and the mass on the product side. If you calculate it together, molecular mass of all the ingredients here, and find out the mass of the reactant and mass of the product, you will find it is different. That means law of conservation of mass is not observed. But naturally all chemical reactions observes law of conservation of mass practically, but the chemical equation what we are writing, theoretically we are writing. So while writing we have not observed the law of conservation of mass. Since the practically, experimentally, each and every chemical reaction follow the law of conservation of mass, that's why when we are writing the chemical equation theoretically, we must follow the law of conservation of mass to balance the chemical equation. And that is why we are making each and every atom equal on both the sides. That means, for example, potassium, both the side potassium is there, both the side manganese is there, both the side hydrogen is there, both the side chlorine is there. These are the atoms are available both the sides. Why the same atoms are there both the sides? We know that during the chemical reaction, no atoms are created and no atoms are destroyed. So what is chemical reaction? During the chemical reaction only the transformation are taking place, only the rearrangement are taking place. Atoms are not getting destroyed, no new atoms are created. So during the chemical reaction, atom never get disturbed, simply the arrangement of atom become different. Like if you take the example of old building, so we have to remodel it as a modern building. So what we'll do? We'll destroy that building. And in destroying that building, whatever the bricks we get, we will arrange these bricks in a different way, and that's why we will get the different shape of the building. Same thing is happening during the chemical reaction, that old chemicals get destroyed, but no atom get destroyed. So when the old chemical get destroyed, old chemical get fragmented, then the new chemical comes out. How? Because once these atoms are separated, then they get separated, and that's why now they got the chance to rearrange with different things wherever they get stability. So rearrangement takes place to have a stability. If the ingredients are put together, but while interacting they are not able to give you the stability by interacting to form a different kind of material, then there will be no reaction. Whenever there is a chemical reaction, it moves towards the stability. If the more stability is possible, then only there will be interaction, otherwise no interaction. Okay, now we understood. Now we will say that every chemical reaction is balanced to follow the law of conservation of mass. So we have got a method called heat and trial method. In your notes, the chemical reaction which I have discussed, that is balanced step by step. So in what we do, we see both the sides, number of atom, and we try to put it, and we multiply it on the left side as well as right hand side with the numbers. Okay, we will discuss the balancing the equation in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go through with this video lecture, go through with the notes, and if you have confusion, you may ask me. You feel free to ask me the question during the science time. So you know your time, what is the science time, that time you can ask me the question and solve the question based on this content. I will supply the questions also in coming days. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.